What's going on, guys? Welcome back to a different kind of video today. I'm gonna make a video reviewing the Royal Rumble that happened last night. As some of you may know, I am actually a big time wrestling fan. I've been watching WWE for a while, and I just love watching it. Now with the Royal Rumble, I gotta say it was overall a pretty good pay-per-view. Now with the first match of the night, happened on the pre-show. It was the women's tag team match with Nia Jax and Shayna Baszler versus Asuka and Charlotte Flair. Now with this match, I knew there was probably going to be some shenanigans, and with having Asuka and Charlotte drop the titles, I figured that Charlotte would enter the Royal Rumble and actually win the Rumble again. Now, I don't have a problem with Charlotte, but I really wanted somebody else to win this match. And of course, the shenanigans that happened was Lacey Evans and Charlotte's father, Ric Flair, causing a distraction and causing Charlotte and Asuka to lose the titles. Back to Nia Jax and Shayna Baszler. Now, the first match of the night on the actual show was Drew McIntyre versus Goldberg. I was honestly surprised that they actually started with this match. But I don't know, man. With having Goldberg coming back to quote-unquote wrestle, don't get me wrong, I like Goldberg. I grew up watching Goldberg. I've always loved him. But it's not 1996 anymore. I don't know why they keep having him come back. I really don't. I mean, like I said, I don't have a problem with him, and I'm honestly just glad that they kept the title on Drew. Now with this match, it only lasted 2.5 minutes, like any regular Goldberg match that has happened recently. But Goldberg hits a couple spears on Drew. Drew hits a couple of Claymore kicks, gets a pin, and they show respect to each other, which I thought was pretty cool. And then after that match, we get the SmackDown Women's Championship match with Sasha versus Carmella. Now, this match was a pretty decent match. These two have some pretty good chemistry with each other. Now, there was a spot in the middle of this match that I thought Carmella actually got pretty hurt severely on. She goes for a suicide dive, and she almost spikes herself into the floor, and I thought she really, really hurt herself, but she got back up and finished the match, so that was pretty good. Sasha gets the victory and retains the title with the bank statement. It was a pretty good ending sequence. And then the next match was the 30 Women Royal Rumble match. Now, I thought this match was a pretty great match. I liked it altogether. You have the mixture of Raw and SmackDown, some NXT superstars in there as well, and then you have like your surprise, people that you haven't seen in quite some time, which I've always liked that part about the Royal Rumble. The match starts off with Bayley and Naomi, number 1 and number 2. I thought, Bayley would actually make it to the Final Four, but it was very surprising not to see her not make it that far. And then you have Bianca Belair, one of the people I wanted to win this match. Now, there was some that I wanted to actually win this match. She was one of them. And then you have Billie Kay coming in. I thought the Billie Kay, 8x10, trying to get somebody to tag team with her, I thought that part was pretty funny. And then you have Shotzi Blackheart coming from NXT. After her, you get Shayna Baszler, which last year she went on a rampage, and then this year she was in the match for a good chunk of it. I thought she might actually win too. I wouldn't mind seeing her win that one either. And then Toni Storm from NXT. And like I said, the Billie Kay thing was cracking me up the whole time she was doing this. And then you have Jillian Hall, which I don't know the last time we actually saw her in a wrestling ring, but that part was pretty good too, doing her usual thing of singing her entrance music. And then Ruby Riott comes in. I kind of wanted her to win that one too. I've always liked Ruby Riott. And then at number 10, you have Victoria. I mean, I was kind of upset that she didn't use her All the Things You Said entrance music, but it was good. I love seeing Victoria actually back in action for a little bit. And then at 11, you have Peyton Royce. 12, Santana Garrett from NXT. 13 was Liv Morgan. And then my personal favorite, and the one I really, really wanted to win, was 14, Rhea Ripley. Rhea had a really good outing in this match, and I really, really wanted her to win. But I guess it wasn't her time. But having Bianca win was probably the best decision that they made for that match. And then after Rhea Ripley, we had Charlotte Flair coming in. Like I said earlier, I thought Charlotte would enter this match and actually win this match again. I don't have a problem with Charlotte. I just didn't want her win again. And then number 16, you have Dana Brooke. 17, you had Tori Wilson. I was happy to see Tori Wilson. And then 18, you have Lacey Evans coming out in the Ric Flair robe. I have nothing to say on that one. And then 19, you have Mickie James. Number 20, you have Nikki Cross. And then number 21, you have Alicia Fox. The whole R-Truth situation was pretty funny. I liked that he got pinned by Alicia, and then she kept the title for 2 minutes, they said, and then got eliminated, and R-Truth pinned her, got his title back, and then everybody started chasing after him again. And then number 22, you have Mandy Rose. 23, you have Dakota Kai. Number 24, you have Carmella. 25, you have Tamina. Number 26, you have Lana coming back. And then number 27, you have Alexa Bliss. I really thought they were going to have her turn into her alternate persona. Really surprised they didn't. I thought, once she got eliminated by Rhea Ripley, I thought, she would come back as her alternate persona, which I was kind of upset that she didn't. And then 28, you have Ember Moon. 29, you have Nia Jax. And then number 30, you have Natalya. Now, with the final four, it was Natalya, Bianca Belair, Charlotte, and Rhea Ripley. Natalya is the first one out of the final four to get eliminated. The second one was Charlotte with Bianca and Rhea Ripley teaming up against her. And then your eventual winner of the Royal Rumble for the women's is Bianca Belair. Like I said, I really wanted Rhea Ripley to win, but having Bianca Belair win the Rumble after she had a great outing in the last year's and this year's was a great decision. She ended up being in the match for over 56 minutes. I'm pretty sure that's the record for the women's. I'm not 100% sure, but it was a great match overall. And then the next match after the Women's Rumble was the WWE Universal Championship match with Roman and Kevin Owens. Now, with this match, I thought it was a great match. I really loved it. The there was a bunch of spots that I thought were pretty cool, like the being in the crowd, having Roman, throw him off where the crowd is onto the tables, and then you have them going to the backstage area, having Roman drive into the shot with a golf cart, running over Kevin Owens, breaking out the window of the golf cart. That was a pretty good spot. I actually thought, Kevin Owens got hurt on that one. And then you have Kevin working the forklift, raising it up, and then having Kevin jump off, doing a senton onto Roman, onto some tables. Then you have, there was another, they messed up a kind of botched key spot on this one. You have Roman, who has some handcuffs. He was going to handcuff Kevin to something, but Kevin turns it against him, handcuffs him to one of the pillars of the stage, and, he can't get to his feet. So at the 9 count, the referee gets pulled by Roman into one of the light fixtures, knocking him out. And then you have Paul Heyman coming in with the key, trying to unlock it. And it took about way longer than it should. He probably should have been counted out maybe 3 or 4 times by then by the new ref. I don't get this ending, man. I really don't. You have, these two just beat the ever-living crap out of each other, and then you have Roman lock in a guillotine chokehold, and then Kevin just passes out. I mean, I get it, but I don't get it. I didn't like it personally. Like I said, I liked the match, but the ending was the part that I didn't like the most about it. I just don't get it. I mean, you could have had Roman hit him with a spear or something, Superman punch, even more Superman punches, because he threw quite a bit in that one. But it is what it is. Roman keeps the title, and then the main event of the Royal Rumble is the Men's Royal Rumble match, which I thought it was a great match. There was quite a few that I wanted to win in this match. Now with this one, you had, I don't know if, I think it was announced on WWE Backstage or something, but you had number 1 and number 2 as Edge making his return from his injury, and Randy Orton. Edge doesn't even give Randy Orton time to make it to the ring. He automatically goes out there, attacks him already. They just start beating each other up. And then at number 3, which I thought was pretty funny earlier in the show, Sami Zayn said there was surprised he was not number 1 or number 2 when talking to the New Day, but he comes out at number 3. And then number 4, you have Mustafa Ali. Number 5, you have Jeff Hardy, which Jeff Hardy hit a couple of moves and then ended up getting eliminated. I didn't understand that part. Whatever. Number 6, you had Dolph Ziggler. And then number 7, you have Shinsuke Nakamura. I kind of wanted Shinsuke to win this match. I know he won the 2018 Rumble, but he's got his old entrance music back, and they're probably going to do something with him, hopefully. And then number 8, you have Carlito, which I am surprised to see Carlito was actually back in a WWE ring. That dude was jacked. Like, he looked way different than, the last time we saw him. Dude looked really, really good. Number 9, you have Xavier Woods. Number 10, you have Big E. I really, really loved the tribute gear to Brody Lee, Luke Harper, whatever you want to call him. It was a great touch, and I kind of started crying on that one a little bit. Number 11, you have John Morrison. 12, you have Ricochet. 13, you have Elias. And then number 14, you have Damian Priest. I thought Damian Priest had a good outing in this match. Did pretty decent for himself. Number 15, you have The Miz. And then I like the spot of having Bad Bunny climb the top rope and then dive on both of them after they got eliminated by Damian Priest, diving on The Miz and Morrison. Then you have number 16, Matt Riddle. And then number 17 was Daniel Bryan. He was another one that I really wanted to win this match. He really deserves it. I've always loved Daniel Bryan. And at number 18, you have the Big Red Machine, Kane. Now, they said on commentary that this is Kane's 18th Royal Rumble. It's a record, and that's pretty ridiculous that he's been in the company this long and is still doing these kinds of things. Number 19, you have King Corbin. I kind of thought they would actually let him win this one. I mean, I wouldn't mind either way, but kind of glad they didn't. Number 20, you have Otis. Now, I don't know what they're doing with Otis after he won his Money in the Bank. He's just gone downhill. Not production-wise, but like writing for him. 21, you have Dominic Mysterio. He just he got tossed out of the ring by Bobby Lashley. I thought he was gonna land even harder than he did. Number 22 was Bobby Lashley. He's another one I kind of wanted to win this match. Surprised he didn't. And then 23, you have the Hurricane. Now, having the Hurricane in there, they kind of give me a hope spot when he tried choke slamming Big E and Bobby Lashley, and they, picked him up and threw him out of the ring. Now, 24 was an interesting one. It was Christian. Now, they said it was like 7 or 8 years that it's been since he was in the ring. I kind of shed some tears on that one because it was, great seeing him back in the ring after not being in the ring for a while. And then he had that moment with Edge hugging him and kind of brought some tears to my eyes. And then number 25, the person I really, really, really wanted to win this match was AJ Styles. I've always liked AJ Styles, and I was kind of upset that he didn't end up winning this match. 26, you have Rey Mysterio. 27, you have Sheamus. 28 was another person that I really wanted to win the match, was Cesaro. I think Cesaro's never got a fair shake in the company, but it is what it is. 29 is the returning Seth Rollins. Glad to see him coming back finally after having his kid. And then number 30 was Braun Strowman. Now, I kind of got upset when Strowman came into the ring and just started eliminating everybody. He eliminated Sheamus, and then he eliminated Cesaro, and then he eliminated AJ Styles. When he eliminated AJ Styles, I was pretty upset. And then the final four ended up being Christian, Seth Rollins, Randy Orton, and Edge. Now, they had Randy Orton go to the back earlier in the match because Edge hit him with a chair into the knee. And, in the back of my head, I'm like, oh man, they're going to have Randy Orton come back out here. He's going to toss Edge over the top rope, and Randy Orton's going to be a 3-time champion, just to tie it with Stone Cold Steve Austin. Now, with that, Christian gets eliminated first out of the final four, and then it was Edge throwing Seth Rollins over the top rope. They declared him the winner because they thought Randy Orton wasn't coming back. And then Randy Orton comes back to the ring, hits the RKO on Edge, and then he's about to throw Edge out. Edge counters it and throws him over the top rope, winning the Royal Rumble. I'm kind of indifferent on that. I like Edge. I've always liked Edge. Never had a problem with him. But, with the Royal Rumble, you kind of want some new faces winning the match. But I'm excited to see what they do with Edge and who he faces and how they, play the story out. So I'm going to give him a shot. The pay-per-view overall was a good one. I loved it. The Kevin Owens Roman Reigns match, that really got my attention. It was a great match overall. And that's it from me. If you enjoyed me reviewing the Royal Rumble, I plan on reviewing all the pay-per-views because I love wrestling and I've loved it forever. But if you liked it, don't forget to subscribe, leave a like on the video, leave a comment, and I'll see you guys in the next one. Thank you so much for watching.